Energy reading for the fire signs. Please only take what resonates. Leave the rest for the best. So none about the stress. If it don't resonate with you, leave it to your boo. Give it to your brethren. You never know. It might help you. Just remember, you're amazing. Yeah, you'll always be amazing. Continuously standing in that amazing power, strength. Keep moving. You are amazing. You always wear your own invisible crown. Fire signs. And what makes you different makes you beautiful. So what makes you different makes you beautiful. All your flaws and all that. Remember, you are here for a reason. Each and every single one of your S's are here for a reason. You identify your purpose. What are you here for? What are you to do? Know thyself. Get in alignment for the assignment. Not really wanting 3 because you lot are just too fast. You're always like bringing out more. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you the rest. Matthew 11:12. So you who are weary and burdened, remember you're amazing. Go to the Most High God, ask him for the help, ask him for the support. He'll enable, support, and give you. Above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over multitude of signs. 1 Peter 4:8. So you're wearing that visible crown, loving people and loving yourself deeply, because it attracts multitudes of signs. And we'll get the one from the bottom because I don't know what it is. This is my comfort in my affliction, that your promise gives me life. Psalms 119:50. So what makes you different is because you've got the promise, you've got the affliction, you've got the comfort from the Most High God. He's guiding you, supporting you, assisting you, and enabling you to keep moving forward on this life's past journey, to gain that wisdom, that knowledge, and that understanding, to overstand situations you feel that you're unable to understand and overstand at specific moments in time, giving you that wisdom, knowledge to keep moving forward, because you are my strength. I watch you. You, God, are my fortress. Psalms 59:9. So the Most High God's your fortress. You are amazing. He makes you know that you're amazing. My soul rests in God alone. My salvation is from him, because it's within inside of you. He alone is your rock. You are your rock. You are your salvation, and you are your fortress. It's all within inside of you, that higher knowledge, that higher wisdom, and you will never be greatly shaken. Psalms 62:1, 2, 3. Because you're wearing your invisible crown. Pay careful attention to them, to who you walk, not as unwise people, but as wise. Ephesians 5:15. So be careful with who the people that you be walking with, fire signs, because some of them may not be wise, and they may be corrupting you, putting you on into difficult things, giving you reflection, and making you not feel beautiful and comfortable. So you have to remember yourself and know your daily intentions. Good job, it's just 3, because we only wanted 3. You must be reviving yourself. I breathe life into old projects. So you could be breathing life into old projects. There could be something from the past that you're looking back at, and you're wanting to be able to see the reason. You're looking to make movement, expansion, transport. You could be wanting to communicate. You could be moving from your sacral chakra, and you could be wanting to express yourself from somebody, or somebody in your past could be wanting to express themselves and revive. You could be wanting to. You could just be pausing at this moment, getting into perspective, looking at certain things, reading your heart, using your intuition, trying to be creative, but just needing that pause. I will read it from the book to give you a deeper understanding and more perspective of the word, because of the resilience that you put into place, and remain steadfast on your path to your truest desires. So you could be growing at this moment, going through a lot of heartache, hurt and pain, just listening to your heart, moving forward, using your third eye, gaining perspective on certain specific people, places and things around and surrounding you at this specific moment, to remain steadfast on your path and just trusting your desires to keep on moving forward. So on that revive, this is for you to have found a way to you, as it is a circle back to the complete of an old project at once left you endlessly inspired. Or perhaps it's time to look at an old way of doing things with fresh eyes. The Revive card is all about breathing new energy, excitement and perspectives into projects and passion that have long felt a little stale. Shake the dust off the covers, open the windows and allow the energy to integrate into your space. Where your life are lacking, and oomph that was once abundant. It is now time for your home and your relationship, business or hobbies that is needed for a little shake-up. The first step is to acknowledge exactly what is needed of a change and then start implementing this, taking small actions to be able to make it happen. That might begin with getting rid of items or ideas that no longer inspire you, deleting files off your laptop or your camera roll or your phone with great peace and place to start. Maybe read through old journals and notes and see if anything ideas jump out at you to revive. You might be simply adding something different to your daily routine. Maybe the same old breakfast for the last year. It's time to mix up. Make it your mission. Breathe new life into your day and embrace it for regenerating your masteries. So you might need to be able to let go of certain things in order to be able to move forward. There may be something from your past you may need to look at that you might need to make positive changes for. And you might need to pause by doing this, setting the intentions and checking in your energy to allow yourself to feel whatever emotions yours come into the bubble, to be able to come to the surface and know that what you're feeling and what you're thinking, it's safe to feel that experience without reveration. So you've got to be able to look at that. And you don't need to be able to walk through it feeling numb or disconnected. You can pause at any moment because the present is now. And it's nothing that's stepping you back from life. If you give yourself time and space to be able to check in with your energy, if you feel overwhelmed or plugged in, so you could be feeling stressed and overwhelmed and plugged in, feeling like you're not wearing no crown, but you're wearing your own visible crown. So you have to choose not to run and learn to panic, but instead to pause. In this pausing, you might find your own peace. So you might need to be able to pause to be able to find that peace, because you're always running. You're running from the responsibilities. You wear that crown, so you have to stand firm within that crown, because your soul rests within the Most High God alone. So you have to trust within yourself and remain steadfast on the path that you are and trust it, because it's maybe a difficult time in your life and it's calling for you to be resilient with yourself. Before you can incarnate and hear and commit yourself to learning, you might need to look at the lessons by completing certain tasks that your soul knows to be able to make you grow, to get into your Christ-like spirit, to make you go up and from them afflictions, what you've been doing, and gain that comfort that you're needing to be able to gain, to be able to remain human and humble, because this human experience is not always pleasant. Try to remind yourself that on the other side of the difficult lessons, there's wisdom that you need to be able to improve within your life, so you can allow these challenges and changes to be able to take place in order for you to grow to your highest God. So you need to be able to be kind to yourself, to be able to move forward, at least make these challenges. Make sure you take time to acknowledge how difficult current circumstances are and how to be able to breathe when you need navigating through these difficult situations, being resilient, and don't make it your immune to be able to be setting you back. Does this grant you the wisdom to use the setbacks as growth? Your resilience is based on your abilities to be able to bounce back through the turbulations. That's you getting into that Christ-like spirit, 888. That's letting go of certain things, taking action, recognizing yourself, identifying certain specific feelings that you're going through, gain that harmony and understand and look at the opportunities you've got to be able to move forward through the tribulations. And your tendency is to face of failure. You'll just run away. So when you are one with yourself, you can practice being resilient today. So you may need to be able to practice to be resilient, fire signs, to be able to continuously keep moving forward and knowing who you are on this path, because it's not an easy road. It's emergencies that you can face. So you need to emergence into your own self. You might need to be able to transform into your own beautiful butterfly and grow, be creative, being your true unique self, all sailing with the wisdom and the knowledge from the divine, gaining it, moving with your third eye, taking action, speaking and being your true authentic self, being creative along the journey, looking at the projects and looking at the world where you're at, looking at the things that you're manifesting and you're creating and you're building, and looking at it from a cosmic perspective. So you're getting aligned and in tune with the divine, because it's mine, my mind. So you could be saying mine. You may be having to look at yourself and identify certain specific things, in tune yourself with the divine. You might need to be able to protect yourself at this time, and you're just all seeing. So you're seeing certain specific things now. You're moving within your heart and you're feeling within your heart, and you're looking, and there's certain things within the world. You can see things from love, joy, peace. There's animals, so that represents you could have been in certain aspects that's within your heart. There you could have certain other people within your heart, looking at different projects, how to be able to grow certain specific things at this specific moment. Fire signs. So let's see what is life force. So you could be looking at your life force and being the light to be able to receive the divine energy within inside of you. That's where you're seeing, the all seeing. So you're getting involved and you're getting awakened now, fire signs, to be able to regenerate every single one of your souls within your body, because you're being very brave. So you're taking that stand forward and you're gaining that strength, and you get letting go of any fear to be able to get stronger, and letting go of any doubts, and in the light, and you stay light. And you're trusting in God now, so you're getting in tune, you're protected, you're getting in tune with the cosmics. So you do not blink in the face of life trials. So you're going through these difficult moments, you're taking that pause due to the fact that they've gone through the resilience, and you're able to grow through these challenges. So you're just growing through these challenges at this specific moment, and it's unflinching. And you're being steadfast. So you're continuously being steadfast on your path. So you're moving forward towards that light, because you're not fearing nothing. So you're standing in the face of fear. You're having to accept certain specific challenges, but you're going through calmly and determined to be able to think with gentleness and calm. So you could be just playing it cool, calm and collective at this moment, keeping it, breathing life into the projects that you're needing to be able to breathe into, gaining that confidence and trusting in life in itself. Evident that's God's powerful knowledge and its great love guide your heart and your choices. Your faith is strong and you are faithful to your heart. Everything unfolds accordingly to God's will. So now you're getting in tune. You're knowing that things you're gaining that inner radiance and that inner guidance. You're trying to open up your heart and turn your eyes to the light in every life. Personality and appearance are images of man. Beauty and goodness are the images of God. So you're seeing the image of God and you're seeing that unfolded inside of you. You don't want to be so nice at times. You're trying to be this game changer. So you're trying to be this game changer because you're gaining your power at this moment, and your pithrons, you're just getting your awakening, your kundalini is rising in order for you to be able to gain your joy, fire signs. So you keep moving forward in order to gain your joy. You could be feeling rejected and at a loss, fragmented at this moment. This is a masculine energy. You could be gaining messages and having dreams and getting through the transformation to be able to get that awakening. So you're seeing them all seeing things unfolding to you. You're getting messages from the divine, through the cosmics, Pluto. So you're going through certain specific transformations. So you've been resilient on your path because all the unflinching, even steadfast through this prime time. You're just trusting in the divine, fire signs. What's the message? What's the dreams? So it's self-worth. You're looking at your self-worth and the expectations of others from these toxic bonds. So you're transforming these patterns from these toxic bonds that you've been upholding because you're wanting it to be the fate. So you're feeling detritus and you have these divine interventions taking place within your life at this time, fire signs, and you're reflecting from these projections, but it's in reverse, so they might not be coming. So you're remembering and having that awakening. That's awakening's coming towards you, fire signs, at this specific moment. You may be feeling closed off, or you was feeling closed off and guarded. So you've been closed off and guarded, and resistance. You may have been resistant to change, but change is taking place. You've got no choice because of chemistry and passion that was taking place. And now you're looking to be able to renew for a new spark. So someone could be coming to you. You could be going to somebody. Somebody could be wanting a new found spark with you, fire signs. So get ready, be ready. You get ready, be ready. Get in your alignment for your assignment. Because if you're going for somebody and you're thinking about somebody, you best make sure you're ready for that person, or brother, don't go at all. Because then you got to go back around and that another tower moment, because you could be clinging on to your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations and visualizations will help you get together. So you could be praying for your soulmate's praying for you. That person who you're wanting to get back to, it could have been your soulmate. Pay attention to the red flags. They may need to pay attention. You may need to pay attention to red flags that are causing you these toxic bonds, that are helping you stay bondage that you're not being aware of. Spirit's trying to guide you and talk to you, give you that purity, it's telling you to move with love and use your intuitions and be clear. So this person who's coming to you, they need to be clear. They may be coming in, or you be going in with some passion, or you could have been having passion. So allow your heart and your soul to sing with joy. So this could be a true love for you, fire signs. You look back on the page, you might listen to the other reading, that might resonate with you. We're going to get a Moonology card, see if anything, we might have to read from the book because we don't know these cards. Your commitment is being tested. So you could be getting tested at this specific moment in time. It's first quarter moon. So in the first quarter moon, things could have been tested, things could be taking change. You could be getting tested in the first quarter moon. Believe in the impossible, the blue moon. So you need to believe in the impossible. You might need to gain that wisdom and that knowledge, to gain that understanding, because nothing yet is set in stone, the mutable moon. So you may need to be able to shed certain things, release all those toxic energies, look at them expectations, identify your self-worth, believe in that impossible, because your hard work will be paying off. New moon in Capricorn. So right, we're going to... In fact, I lied. I'm not reading from the book because I can't be bothered to look for the book. But we're going to get from my bag, because what's in my bag stays out my bag, and what's in my bag might help you. So let's have a look and see if we can get any little bits of information. We're just going to dig down deep. If it helps, you never know. You might see if your woman or your man's been creeping, cheating and lying. You might gain a bit of knowledge and wisdom to enable you, to support you and assist you on this path and this journey. Right, we've got boy, do your hair. It says, on the journey to development, nurturing and meaningful relationships, to recognize the transcendence to the experience of existence beyond responsibilities of both physical and reality. They don't want to destroy the tree with its fruits. They no longer wanting to eliminate you. You accurately predicted what will happen in the future due to their character. You just knew from the events. So you knew from those events. They didn't realise bad was going to happen. Now they're going to want to come acting all calmly without fighting against the situation. They may come innocently and helplessly. This is what you might do, fire signs. This person might come towards you without realising the danger they may be rolling with. So have a discernment. Don't make them let you go like a lamb to slaughter. You can slaughter them nice, but they can't you. Think before you speak. So you can slaughter them nice, they can't slaughter you. Think before you speak, because they may be coming back, fire signs, or you may be going towards somebody. So you better think before you speak, because they will slaughter you. This is your testimony of hope and promise of a better future, personal freedom and liberation from any limitations or restrictions and distractions from others to slow you down. Are you having this awakening, fire signs, or take you off your path from your state of bondage to freedom? So you're awakening, you're getting that selfish, you're taking yourself from the toxic places now, fire signs. You're ready to go to freedom, you're ready to open up your heart. New and fresh perspective on things. So you're opening your heart for a new, fresh perspective on things. Was not the right time. So you're telling this person, you're letting them know you've opened your heart. It wasn't the right time. You've had to go through that dark night of the soul. You've had to transcend. You've had to grow. Got man on road and man in their yard. Same time. So this person could have man on road and man in the yard at the same time. Inner and solar light. Light and dark. So you're looking at the inner solar light, balancing in that light and dark. You could be doing that. The person you're thinking about could be doing that, fire signs. Take it all as it resonates. Don't hate. Time to start enjoying life. So you need to have to start 18 time to start enjoying your life. Sacral chakra, suck in your belly. Check me, just breathe in. Relationships, self-worth, creativity, empathy, and sexuality. You hear the voice change? Torrated. There was no help. So there was no help. That karmic could have been no help. Then toxic people was no help. Truth, integrity, North Node, authentic path. So now you could be wanting to find your truth and or integrity. You're wanting that truthful path. Helping others heal. Teaching others to create. While they be showing up as what world they want to be in. So you're teaching others to create so they can show up to see what world they want to be in. Someone could have taught you to be able to create, be creative, to see what world you want to be able to grow up in. Looking back at the past, your year, I'm proud of me, not being easy. So you could be looking at the past year, be proud of you. It's not been easy. The person you could be thinking about could be thinking the same thing. You could be being red eye. The people around you could be being red eye. And it says, they no longer listening to them. They know they chat shit. So them people who was being red eye, you no longer listen to them. You know they chat shit. Just dealing with the truth with care. Respectful to yourself and those who done you wrong. Sending love and light for them to know better and to do better for others, as well as for their self, without quarrelling or making a big scene. Knowing you are all equal and to deal with respect and care how you want to be and needed to be treated. So it says trust and mutual respect. Trust and mutual respect. My writing's a joke, you know. I speak, he will laugh, or one will laugh. Joy, fulfillment, and divine promise. Hope of communication of the covenant, even in seemingly impossible claiming times. So you could have hope of the covenant to be able to have joy and last with that divine partner. Average awful person. Average awful person. So you could have been an average awful person. The other person who was toxic could have been an average awful person. Step into ever. First of the month, April, and celebrate freedom, resilience, all the endurance, your covenant with you and your spiritual growth. One with you and the spirits within, balance from the opposition, cursed by others, bondage of your thoughts, feeling, physical and spiritual. So they could have stepped into this from the beginning of April, changing their thoughts, not engaging, leaving you on red. Boundaries are too high. Stand your ground. So your boundaries could be high. The person you're thinking about could be standing, and the boundaries could be too high. They're standing their ground. So continue to remove or take stock and examine your life by seeking to remove any negative, cultivating more loving and serving, being of cheer, be of grace, and continue to provide, supplying your knowledge and skills. Someone needs you. So someone could be doing that because you need somebody, or someone you could be doing that for somebody because somebody needs you.